back. You have a request.
These are the ruins of the ancient capital city. It was destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire. Now it is a dangerous place, full of dragons and wyverns.
They're here.
It's my turn. Done. Filthy Luca.
They're coming.
Yes.
They're here.
Let's see. Done. It's my turn. Oh,
They're here.
is almost as if this region has regressed to primeval times, an era when reptiles ruled the world. After defeating the Wyvern, you quickly leave the territory. The fairy leads you into an... Judging by the stratification of dust, much time has passed since anyone last entered this room. Letters amidst the shambles indicate that a magician named Lucane lives here. You find a message he penned on the desk. Lucane wrote that he was off to see a magician friend named Wallace in the underground labyrinth. The fairy uses various interpretive gestures to indicate that she wants you to find him. You accept her job request. You head to Wallace's underground labyrinth to look for the magician Lucane.
Wandering One, how can I help you?
This underground labyrinth is said to have been made in a single night with powerful magic. It is a dangerous place, replete with traps. It bars entry to all who would dare.
It's my turn. Done!
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
The trap was sprung, and the door magically closed fast. Slime creatures are weak against fire. The torch on the wall could be used to great effect. The clink of metal hitting the ground can be heard. You obtain a magic key to open the door. Out of the blue, a mouse darts out and leaps onto your palm. The rodent claims to be the apprentice of Wallace the magician. He says he was tasked with caring for the laboratory while Wallace was gone, but it is beset by malevolent magic users. When you ask about Lucane, the apprentice answers that his master's friend went into the labyrinth and hasn't returned. Your quest to find Lucane is delayed as you attempt to liberate the lab for Ricky the Magician's apprentice. The door to the laboratory is through this hall.
Let's see. Done. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh, I can do that. I got it. Done. It's my turn. Voila.
They're here.
Oh, my. Filthy Luca.
Because the laboratory was being misused, some of the experiments housed within have now run amok. There's been a population explosion of mutated beings that spread their spores around. The labyrinth is overrun by fungi.
I got it. Simple. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Simple. They're coming. Pesky gnats. How bothersome.
Destroy the cocoons before they hatch, or they'll keep coming. You found some bones that seem to belong to Lucane in the depths of the labyrinth. The tattered raiments and jewelry leave no doubt that the corpse is indeed Lucaine's. You bring back the bones of the magician Lucaine. You found Lucaine, but he was dead.
Wandering one, how can I help you?
When you enter the laboratory, the fairy frantically flits around you, as if it senses your uneasiness. Upon seeing Lucaine's bones, the fairy enters into a panic. She begins tugging at your arm to get you to leave the tower. The fairy is apparently attempting to lead you somewhere. You collect Lucaine's bones and follow. As you enter, a kindly voice, you nervously hand the monk the... Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. The prayer reaches the goddess, and the pile of bones is once again given flesh. Lucaine, shocked to find himself alive, thanks you profusely. He tells you to visit. The resurrected magician has returned to the old tower in town. You decide to see him to ask more details. The magician Lucaine is waiting for you in the laboratory of the old tower. It seems that dying had an adverse effect on his short-term memory. Lucaine can't remember why he went to meet Wallace. Lucaine is researching magic called runes, which are closely tied to spirits and fairies. Lucaine introduces his fairy friend to you. Her name is Tiki. She left the fairy forest due to her strong curiosity. He thanks you again for saving him and allowing him to enjoy life's rich pageant. He displays his magic trinkets. Lucaine says he'd be happy to sell you these items at a fraction of the normal price and answer any questions you have. What will you ask? The magician Wallace was an old friend of Lucaine's. He was known as a great magician. He sealed that group, or myopia of Cyclopes, in a labyrinth and saved the land. He also mentored young magicians in his tower. He was also the king's trusted advisor. And Lucaine trails off. It seems that Lucaine's memory has failed. Before you realize it, Tiki is following you around. She seems to have taken a liking to you. She will accompany you on your adventures henceforth. Fairies are known to be adept at finding hidden things. A letter from the castle has come to you.
You're back. You have a request.
You assume that the letter was sent by the Prime Minister. Perhaps he has another request for you. Count Dean is waiting after your the guards have drawn. He says that he wants you to scout. Originally, it is a very dangerous. Per Count Dean's request, you agreed to infiltrate and surveil the sub. The Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The King's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
Outstanding.
You step into the enemy kitchen. A corpulent chef grabs a goblin instead of meat and suddenly stops. The cook, sensing your presence, stares directly at you. Luckily, her sight's not so keen, so she doesn't notice you. Eventually, the chef returns to her meat cutting. You use the goblin's screams to mask your escape.
They're here. They're here! They're here.
my turn. Oh, I can do that. It seems simple.
They're here.
I got Filthy Luca. Oh, yes. Voila! Oh, my. Filthy Luca.
Be careful!
Enemies!
At the bottom of the stairs is an area connected to the sewers. This seems your most likely escape route. After defeating the Minotaur, you move through the sewer's filth. The reconnaissance mission went well. You gathered intel and slipped back across enemy lines. Among the treasures you claimed is the great sword of the hero Javelin. You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress. This job will be completed once you report to Count Dean. You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, naturally, he demands the great. It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean, once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Bulgar is an aggressive nation to the north. Count Dean claims that that's why Dean hired Tomit to steal this. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes. Since you completed the job at the castle, you return to the Adventurers Guild to tell them what transpired. Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here. Roland is waiting for him to return. Roland thinks that he just missed him and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back. You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.